Hey everybody, so back with week 3, day 2. Added a little bit of weight today for the pause deadlifts. Just based off of last week's performance, things moved a lot better than the first week, so I figured, you know what, let's bump it up a little bit. So that was a 525 single, followed by dropbacks of 455 for sets of 4. So this actually brings me to something I wanted to talk about today, which is using evidence in your training. Now, when I say evidence, I'm not so much talking about going out and reading research papers and relating that back to your own training, which, honestly, that's not a bad idea either. But I mean, realistically speaking, not many people are going to sit down and read paper after paper and try to apply it to their training. But what I'm really talking about here is using your own evidence to dictate your training, which is kind of what this whole program that I'm doing is based on. So I know I mentioned it in the first episode, just a general breakdown of what I'm doing each week, but in essence, it's just using the evidence of your training method to dictate how you progress in your training, or regress. And when I say regress, I'm not talking about constantly getting worse. I'm talking about making small adjustments to the weight downwards to still increase progress. And this is all based on that rate of perceived exertion. So let's say you're somebody who goes to the gym and you go in and you bench press 200 pounds, and you do that for 3 sets of 5. You do that week 1, and then you repeat that same workout, let's say, the following week. And the following week, it feels easier. So maybe that first week it was about a 9 out of 10 effort, and then the following week it was about an 8 out of 10. And then let's say you repeat it again on the 3rd week, and it feels like a 7. At that point, you have enough evidence because of the effort that you're putting in is getting less and less, but you're still able to do the same workout. So when you have that evidence, I would conclude with that you're getting stronger. And at that point, you would need a little bit more stimulus to keep increasing the strength, in which case at the following week, week 4, you would add weight. And this is just one example. For me, I find that if I have 1 week of increased performance after a previous week, then I'll probably bump it up a little bit the following week. And it just adds for a more evidence-based progress, as opposed to just assuming that you've gotten stronger every single week, so you constantly add more weight or more sets or more reps, just more volume or more intensity, without actually concluding with all of the evidence that you have available to you from your training methods from weeks prior that you have actually gotten stronger, which is kind of what I'm doing here. I'm only adding weight or volume or intensity or some metric to the program if I have sufficient evidence to let me believe that I am for sure stronger. I hope that makes sense. Anyways, that's kind of how I'm applying progression to my own training these days, which is why I went up in weight and pause deadlifts and hoping to continue the trend for other lifts. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys.